Now doubling down on President-elect Trump's plan to cut government waste, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn announced she will introduce legislation that coincides with DOGE's plan to make the government more efficient. Senator Blackburn joins us now. Senator, right on topic here of the reality that, Elon Musk had power at Twitter, now X, to get rid of almost 3/4 of the employees that were there. And it was a little shocking, but, the company is thriving. But he's not personally in charge of getting these things done. You are, and Congress is. And that's why I love the fact that you've already started up, right, the legislation that's going to be needed to allow this new efficiency to take hold. Tell us what it is you're doing.
Yes, indeed, Tammy. And as Rick was saying, a lot of this has to come to Congress, and we know that. So the DOGE Acts is a compilation of bills that I've had. They're good government bills, cutting 1%, 2%, or 5% across the board every year. The penny plan, as it is called, that 1% cut, or 2% or 5%. And Tammy, what this does is require these agencies in our discretionary spending to right-size themselves every year. Also, a bill to freeze federal hiring and federal salaries for a year. That would allow us to take action on these recommendations from DOGE to be able to reduce the number of employees in the federal government. It also calls for a study and a return to work policy to look at what has happened with this remote working. Only 1% of the federal employees work 5 days a week in their office. This is an insult to hardworking Tennesseans who don't have the choice to say, I'm only going to work 1 day a week. 12% is the rate of occupancy in our federal buildings right now. So we need to review that, do some consolidation, sell some of this property. We also need to make certain we're using these resources that the taxpayer is paying for. The Pentagon has not been able to pass its audits, and right now they cannot find
Senator?
$824 billion.
Yes. Senator, we're at an important inflection point because the American people don't trust the government. And when we say that only 1% are working 5 days a week, it seems like a scheme the mafia would set up. It seems like this charade that has been placed in front of the American people for the benefit of everyone except them. That's why, and your bills have to get passed first in order for us to be able to act on this. But it seems like it's gotten to an extreme point that, are you confident that this is finally going to get passed? What is your sense?
I am confident this is going to be done because as we have worked on this, Tammy, and bear in mind, every senator is involved in this and invited to the table to work on this. And when you look at the portal that Vivek and Elon have on X,
that's right,
you've got thousands of American people that are sending in their recommendations. It's like we've got whistleblowers in every agency saying, look here.
Well, there has to be repercussions for not getting it done, right? I mean, we've got, what do we have, 2 years before the midterms? And you're always in the lead. So, Senator Blackburn, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Great job.